So I've been wanting to do a test for a while now, so we're going to do it today. We're going to wash a hunky-dory. This is one of the first ones I ever made. In fact, no one has one like this because I did not do the zipper in this way when I started selling them. Okay, the only thing I'm going to do is I made sure everything was out of it, and then I'm going to take that elastic out of the back. You can just pull from that eyelet right there. Throw it in my washing machine. I'm going to put a little bit of soap. Just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to put it on light. Well, I'm going to put extra light, cold, and I'm going to do delicate. Or should I do quick wash? I'm going to do delicate. Okay. We'll film again when I take it out. Okay, it's done. Let's see how we did here. Well, it's not bad. It has lots of detergent on it. I'm gonna, and some fraying, but I'm not worried about the fraying. I can iron that back on. We'll see how we can clean this up. It did not come unstuck. From the, this is more I was worried about, is bubbling like on. I think all this can fix. I'm going to rinse this off in my sink. Boy, now I'm going to get it really wet. I probably could have just let it dry and then wipe it off, because now it's going to take forever to dry, but alright, we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, so my cover is dry, and it actually fared pretty well. I mean, there are lots of strings on it, but that I can trim and clean up, and I will show you how I do that as well. The next thing I need to do is trim off these threads. And all you need to do that is to just run your scissors along the edge. I've done a video on how to refresh your TN, and this is basically the same thing. So you just kind of lightly push them out. And I'm going to get the longer ones now, and then when I go and after iron it, I'll go back and get the rest of them. So don't pull, just kind of flick them so they're off the side. Again, this is one of my earlier ones I made, one of the first ones. I don't put my elastics in that tight anymore. So I'm just barely trimming off the edge here. And I will go back after I iron and get the rest. All right, so let's go over to the ironing board and iron this up. I decided to bring the ironing board into here. We didn't need to move the whole shebang. So it's just going around the edges. Now remember that zipper is behind here, so I don't want to run over that, but I can go around the edges everywhere else. And I want to get in the middle where that bubbling was after I washed it. It wasn't very bad, but it was a little bit. So I'm going to move the zipper to the other side so I can get over here. Just going to try to get in all the places where there's a little bit of bubbling. With a hot iron. And the edges are where most of it was fraying. So I think the biggest tip I would give when you wash it is the dirt really bothering you that much, as opposed to how much it would bother you to have a little bit of frayed edges. I personally don't think that that's too bad. Does it look new? No. But it is definitely clean. I'm going to do the inside here a little bit too. And it does freshen it up. So I'm not scared to wash them anymore. Now if somebody asks me, can you put one of these in the laundry, I'm going to say, sure. It won't come out looking brand new or anything, but it did not ruin this one, and this is one of my oldest ones. So I just put that elastic back in there. Once I fill that up with the books, it will sit straight again, but I think it turned out pretty good. It's just the edges that are a little bit more frayed. I'm going to put some of that fray protector back around the edge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can watch my other video about refreshing your TN. And I would say I feel pretty confident in saying yes to washing your TN.